just right off them tonight. Got a little dirt on my boots.
After the icing call, we'll have the draw down in the Blazers zone.
Like a diamond rings and football teams are torn this boy apart. Like a neon dream, it just don't know me. The bars and this guitar. And long neck eyes, cold beer never broke my heart.
Blazers coming up the near side into the Leaf zone. There's a shot just underneath the blocker of Anderston in. And the Blazers open up a 2-goal lead with 17:59 left in the second period. Just a rush down the right side, picking that far spot underneath the glove of Anderst. And the Blazers are out in front 3-1. Puck flipped over to the near boards. Jam down low. Hard off the boards over the near side. Leafs gonna come away with it. Battle for it. Here's Roberts, picks that up, puts it back to the point, held in by the Leafs. That's rolling. Flips that into the near corner. Chopped over to the near boards. Battle for it in the Leaf zone. Blazers coming away with it. Driving towards the net. That's broken up by Cole. Blazers keep it in the zone only for a second. Shoemaker cuts off that cross-ice pass, hands it off to Jafaris. Jafaris gets across center and dumps that onto Duguay. Blazers coming over to the near side. Shot on to Anderst. Able to collect that. Hangs on for the whistle with 16:08 left in the second period. I think cell phone internet's even worse. See if this cleans it up right away. Puck put into the Blazers zone. Canal on the near side. Centering pass broken up by the Blazers. Blazers move that up the boards. Here's Flash getting across center, but that's blocked entry by Resler. Followed up by number 22 Campbell, gets that into the Leaf zone. Puck swept around the far boards. Put it in the Blazers zone, collected by Forget. Moves it up to Purser. Purser gets it up to Smith. Smith touches the zone, loses control of it. Leafs coming back the other way. Black sitting at the blue line. He had it taken away by number 12, Wenkamp. Blazers coming up the right side. Going. Low shot. Anders fights that off. Far side by Black. Black flips that high into the air looking for Baldwin. It bounces onto the stick of number 12 for the Blazers. Wenkamp put back into the Leaf zone. Goudreau battling against Kineshuk. Wins that battle, gets over to Rahal. Rahal chips that up to himself, carries it out. Leafs get into the zone. Interference penalty being called against the Blazers, number 12, Wenkamp. As Rahal was driving towards the net, he was taken down. So the Leafs on the power play with 14-13 left in the second period. Baldwin at the point. Far side for Canal. It skips off the far boards, picked up by number 10, Forget. Leafs keep it in the zone. Canal with it. Fired in front, tipped by Shoemaker. Shields picks up the rebound. Canal in that far corner. Hanging onto it. Digs down low. Puck chopped off his stick. Move back to the point. Cole. Far side for Shields. Shields hanging onto it. Over to Cole. Fired. Chipped in front. Digay. Oh, and Canal coming off the far side. Puck stays in play. Canal had the wide side of the net open on there, but it was a bouncing puck, and the shot ended up going high and off the glass. Baldwin over to Cole. Cole comes across center. Up the near side. Tried to drop that back to Shoemaker. Battle for it on those boards. Comes loose. Alan Nickel chips that into the Leaf zone. Leafs have 50 seconds left in their power play as Baldwin picks up the puck. Good work by Alan McBeckle. Keep the puck busy in the Leafs zone. Now it's picked up by Cole. Cole outlet to Canal. Canal coming up the far side. Gets into the zone. Has space coming low on the goal. Duguay with the save. Followed up by Shields. Puck stays loose. Hard off the glass. Held in. Here's Canal taking it down low again. Looking for Roberts in front. Can't connect with him there. Leafs coming back in. Here's Baldwin. Baldwin held up. There is a little bit of action behind the play, and Shields had trouble getting to the bench, which is why we ended up with an offside call here with 12:18 left in the second period. 5 seconds left in the Leafs power play. Draw will be just outside of the Blazers zone. Leafs win it. Resler throws that to the far corner. Picked up by Smith. Rahal chips that to the outside. Centering pass. Broken out, but it does come out to center. Put up the near side. Cut off by Black. Black heading towards the net. Over to Rahal. Rahal, his shot blocked. Weiss takes his man out of the play. Gets it to Resler, puts that into the zone. And it's quickly picked up by Wenkamp. Stolen by Rahal. Rahal takes that into the near corner. It's off the glass by Parker and back into the Leafs zone. Weiss with it. Weiss puts that up the near side, looking for Black. Black picks that up, chips that into the neutral zone, keeps following up. Here he comes, 3-on-1 back the other way. Black heading towards the net, looking for Roberts, and it bounces in. There we go. Oh, they're gonna call it a kicking motion. Oh, man. Can we see that here? No, doesn't look like it. I don't think it was a kicking motion. I think it bounced off of Roberts. Officials discussing it. Oh, they do call it a goal. They turn it around. And the Leafs score with 11:10 left in the second period. Pull this one back within one. Oh, I don't want that. There we go. So, good hard work by the Leafs. And it's a greasy goal. Our favorite. Brings the Leafs within one. Oh, that is so choppy, it's hard to see. I'm looking on the cell phone. It's so hard to see, I can't tell. Can't tell for honest. But I do like that the Leafs are within one in this game now, and they win the next draw. Puck chipped into the Blazers zone, right on to Duguay. Sets that up to, I think it was number 7, Flash, who puts that in the near boards. Leafs keep it in the zone though, Flash gets it back. On the near side. Holowadia couldn't keep in the zone. Kelly skates past him, coming up the right side. Here comes Kelly into the Leafs zone. He's gonna roll the puck around the boards to the far side. Picked up by Kinishuk. Broken up by the Leafs. Kinishuk gets it back. No, that was not. That was Nicky Fork getting it back. Fired on net. Anders with the save. Rolls off the glass right back towards him, and he sweeps that to the far corner. Nicky Fork back to the point. Chipped out by Fayad. And the Blazers are going to just dump that back into the Leafs zone. Leafs near side. Springing Canal loose. Canal makes the inside move. Canal towards the net. Oh, he had Shoemaker open on the right side. And Canal puts that off the toe of the goalie. Kicks it wide. Shoemaker in front. Right in front. Backhand shot. And Duguay is going to make the save here. Stopping play with 10:03 left in the second period. Face-off will be far side in the Blazers zone. Leafs win it. Roberts takes that into the boards. Comes loose for Shoemaker, and then he's pushed off the puck. Blazers send that out to center. Weiss on the far side. Chopped back in the Leafs zone. Here's Weiss with it. Near side for Resler. Resler, centering pass. That skips back into the Blazer zone where I think that was Kemp moving that up. Kemp, sorry. Leafs put it back in the zone. Here's Resler. Shot. That hit a man. Directed over to the near corner. Shoemaker with it. Hands that off to Jafaris. Jafaris, his pass knocked down, but he goes back for the loose puck. Sweeps that into the corner. Campbell moves that down low. Kept on the near side by Resler. Roberts picks it up. Roberts in front. Shoemaker trying to jam it away. Jafaris with the shot. Shoemaker flips that in front again. Trying to jam it away was Roberts. But Duguay is able to find the puck through all that traffic and hangs on with 9:06 to go in your second period. Let's just wonder here. Oh, look, we may have gotten part of it back. No, it's still choppy as all heck. Face off near side in the Blazers zone. Blazers win it. On the near side, putting out to center is Flash. He's looking for number 17 to skate onto. Schiller takes that in the near boards. Number 6 picks it up, or we're gonna get an interference call here. Head contact. And that is Mr. Magnus Goudreau heading into the box. Got tangled up with Schiller on the near side of that play. So the Blazers be on the power play with 8:50 to go in the second period. Draw will be near side in the Leaf zone. Puck's dropped. Blazers come away with it. Moving it down low is Alan McNichol. Takes that to the far side. Fired behind the net for Parker. Parker hanging on to it. Nicky Fort picking that up. Shot is blocked. Good job by Cole. The far corner, Nicky Fork with again. Coming back was Black, ties up Nicky Fork. Blazers keep possession of the puck. Swept down low by Alan McNichol. Low shot, Nicky Fork comes back to the near side, off the boards, and Shields will put that down the ice. Duguay out to play it. Sends it to Forget. Black pressures him up the near side. Here comes the Blazers going. Pass up to number 14, Kinishuk. Gets that into the zone. Baldwin follows it up. Chops it loose, but picked up by Parker. Parker rotates to the far side. Back door by number 14, Kinishuk, and that was off the outside post, or outside of the net, sent down low. Up the ice, here's a chance for Black. Will he finally make good? Backhand shot off the outside of the net, and he flips that back in front. Comes out to center with it. Stopped on the far side by Roland and ends up out of play. And we get a stop in the action here with 7:28 left in the second period. Easton Black with a glorious chance on the breakaway. Just can't put it past the Blazers goaltender. Up on the near boards. Blazers have control in their own zone. Moved up the ice by Smith. Up to number 14, Kinishuk. Drop that back to Inge. Far side for Nicky Fort. Centering pass. Broken up by the Leafs. Baldwin tried to sweep that back to Rahal. That was knocked down by Schiller. Puck in the neutral zone. Baldwin chops it off the boards and back into the Blazers zone. Smith with it. Hard up the near side. Inge collects the puck. Too far for Nicky Fork. Goes into the Leafs zone. We're rolling. Throws that on the outside. Here comes Rahal into the zone. We'll have an outside call as Baldwin was trying to break in after the puck was knocked down in the neutral zone. 6:39 left in the second period. 1:49 left in the Leafs double minor. Draw will be far side. Just outside of the Blazers zone. Blazers come away with the puck. Turn around at center. Cole dumps that back to the Blazers side. Picked up by number 18 Going. Centers that. Shoemaker reads that, but couldn't get the puck. He just disrupted the action of Alan McNichol, who now comes down the right side into the Leafs zone. Tries to carry that. Throws that through the slot. It's going to bounce out to the neutral zone. Blazers going to have to tag up. Forget with the puck. Coming up the near side. Put in by Parker. It's going to go to the far side. Kinishuk picks that up, sends that over to Alan McNichol. McNichol hangs on, hands that off to Parker. Parker back to the point. Over to the near side for Parker. Moving it down low, centering pass broken up by the Leafs. Still jamming away. Puck goes loose behind the net on the far side. Alan McNichol hangs onto it. Passes that off to Parker. Now up to Alan McNichol. Back down to Parker. Sends that to the far side. Here's Forget with the puck. Put that down into the corner. Comes up the boards. Hard off the glass. Down low. Alan McNichol. No, that's Parker with it. Far side. Blockers save Anders. Now it comes off the boards. Alan McNichol with it. 25 seconds left in the Blazers power play. Blazers still in possession in the Leafs zone. Alan McNichol hanging on. Hands that off to Parker. Goes up high. Here's a shot. Wide of the mark. Bounces hard off the glass. Comes to the near board. Stepping into it is going. Comes back off the boards. Swept back into the corner by Jafaris. Tried to go back against the grain looking for going. That was broken up by the Leafs. And Gaudreau's back on the ice. Leafs kill off their penalty. Anders left all alone. And he has to make a hard save right in front of the net as coming below the goal line is the Blazers forward. But he does good for his team, making the stop with 4:39 left in the second period. A little bit of a scuffle after. No harm, really. We'll have a face-off far side in the Leaf zone. Blazers win the draw. Get the puck towards the net. Oh, it's knocked down right in front for Anders. And Anders, sharp with the glove, covers that up with 4:28 to go in the second period. Draw will be far side in the Leaf zone. Blazers win it. It's fired into traffic, knocked down by Resler. Resler throws that to the outside. Canal able to receive it. Can't get it out though. Knocked down by Purser. Below the net on the far side is Campbell. He's rubbed off the puck. Loose puck comes to, I think that was Resler. Chopped out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Wenkamp. Puts that back in the Leaf zone. Near side looking for Canal. Centering pass looking for Black just out of his reach. Nicky Fork back taking control for the Blazers. Gets that out to the neutral zone. Resler knocks that down. Chipped up the ice by Flash. Pass to the left side to Edwards. Edwards centering pass that's broken up by the Leafs. Coming back the other way is Black. He has Canal on his right side. Comes over. His pass down low, blocked. Here comes Flash for the Blazers. And jumping over the line was Purser. He just couldn't hold up. Ends up tripping on the blue line and offside called here with 3:24 left in the second period. Face off, near side of the ice. Blazers put the puck into the Leafs zone. Here's Mack with the shot. That hit a body. Comes off the far glass. Roberts with it. Sweeps that down low for Roland. Roland picks it up. Flips that to the outside. That's held in by number 24, Nicky Fork, for the Blazers. Back to the point for Smith. Glove save, Anders. Smith lining that up at the point. Anders able to fight through the traffic. Finds the puck and hangs on with 3:05 left in the second period. Oh yeah, that's so frozen. Smith holds that in for the Blazers. Comes to Mack. Mack with the shot just over the net. He was trying to pick the top corner as Anders had everything else covered. Swept up the ice. Here's Jafaris coming in, driving the net. Throws one low on Duguay. That was Roberts taking that shot. Saw two. I couldn't decide if it was a 4 or a 1. Blazers pick up the puck in their own zone. Nicky Fork's gonna rush that up the ice, come up the right side. Looking for a trailer. That's broken up by the Leafs. Here's Shoemaker with it. Fayad sweeps that to the outside, held in by Smith. Shoemaker gets that to the line, and Fayad sacrifices the body to get the puck out of the zone. Stepped in the shooting lane, and it bounced off him and out to the neutral zone. And he is wounded heading to the bench. Shot from the point by the Blazers. That's chipped over to the near corner. 2 minutes to go in the period. Back door. Number 8 couldn't get that shot off. That was McFadden. Ooh, it pops right in front of Anders. The shot from the point. Picks that out of the air and stands up like a boss. Clock stops with 1:48 left in the second period. Face off far side in the Leafs zone. Blazers win it. Fired down low. That was chipped to the far corner by Cole. Blazers get it back behind the net. Sent to the far side. It skips past number 12. Rahal is going to head down the ice with it. Just lost control. And beating them back is Flash. Flash on the near side. It's cut off by Jafaris. Comes back to the point. Cole with it. Fired towards that. That's knocked down in the slot. Over to the near side. And the Blazers going to regain control. Get that out to the neutral zone. Bounced into the Leaf zone. Cole to the outside. Gets it to Jafaris. Nice pass up to Baldwin. Baldwin comes in up the left wing. Heading towards the net. He's taken down on the play. And the Blazers are going to end up in the box. After number 12, Wenkamp has to take down Baldwin on the trip. And the Leafs, with a late second period power play, have a chance to even up this game. 1:02 to go in the second. Face-off near side in the Blazers zone. Puck's dropped. Leafs initially won it, but it bounces off Shoemaker. Held on the far side by Cole. Cole shovels that for Canal. Canal gets it to Cole. Cole centering pass, knocked down by the Blazers, but it comes into the slot. Back out to the point. Cole over to Baldwin. Baldwin walking it down. Fired it, looking for that far post. Just off the mark. Cole sends that down low. Shoemaker has to activate against Smith. Smith gets that to the outside. Canal knocks it down. Tried to drive it towards the net. Knocked down by the Blazers, number 9, Kelly, and sent down the ice. Baldwin, near side to Cole. Cole lost the puck to Kelly. Baldwin has to come back to He's tied up. There's a shot. And that from Mitchell. From Campbell just goes over the net. Another chance for the Leafs after scraping by on that last drive. Cadal takes that in the zone. Drop pass for Shields. There's the shot. And Duguay is going to make that save. Doesn't look like the refs like that one. The Blazers certainly didn't like that after buzzer shot. But here we are, the Leafs down 1, heading into the third period. This is exciting, folks. The Leafs come out to play in the third. We got a game here. I think they played very well in the second. They actually managed to move the puck. They got one in themselves. They did give up one, but that's okay. We're here to finish this game off in the third. Teams headed into the benches, get their pep talk on. We'll get our sponsors to give a positive word here. And we'll see you back here for the third period, where the Leafs are down 1 against the Blazers.
Not to stare at that honky-tonk, but don't get gone. Keeping perfect rhythm make you wanna swing along. Got it going on like Donkey Kong. And ooh, shut my mouth, slap your grandma. There ought to be a law, get the sheriff on the phone. Lord have mercy, how she even get them bridges on? That honky-tonk, but donkey donk. Oh, son. Now, honey, donk. Keeping perfect rhythm make you wanna swing along. Got it going on like Donkey Kong. And ooh, shut my mouth, slap your grandma. There ought to be a law, get the sheriff on the phone. Lord have mercy, how'd she even get them britches on with that honky tonk? But Donkey Donk. Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there, all right? The urge to dance, driving everybody crazy. You think you fell in love, boys, you better keep your distance. You can look, but you can't touch that honky-tonk, but donk-a-donk. Keeping perfect rhythm make you wanna swing along. Got it going on like Donkey Kong. And ooh, shut my mouth, slap your grandma. There ought to be a law, get the sheriff on the phone. Lord have mercy, how she even get them britches on? That honky-tonk, but donk-a-donk. That honky-tonk, but donk-a-donk. Yeah, that honky-tonk, but donk-a-donk. That's it right there, boys. That's why we do what we do. It ain't for the money, it ain't for the glory, it ain't for the free whiskey. It's for the badonka-donk.
To this day, when I hear that song, I see you standing there on that lawn. Discount shades, store-bought tan, flip-flops and cut-off jeans. Somewhere between that setting sun, I'm on fire, I'm born to run. You looked at me and I was done, but we were just getting started. I was singing to you, you were singing to me. I was so alive, never been more free. Fired up my daddy's lighter and we sang, oh, 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 oh. Stayed there till they forced us out and took the long way to your house. I can still hear the sound of you saying don't go. When I think about you, I think about 17. I think about my OG. I think about the stars in the sky. Funny how a melody sounds like a memory, like a soundtrack to a July Saturday night. Springsteen. I bumped into you by happenstance. You probably wouldn't even know who I am, but if I whispered your name, I bet it'd still be a spark. From back when I was gasoline and this old tattoo had brand new ink, and we didn't care what your mom would think about your name on my arm. Baby, is it spring or is it summer? The guitar sound or the beat of that drummer you hear sometimes late at night on your radio. Even though you're a million miles away, when you hit on in a USA, you relive those glory days so long ago. When you think about me, do you think about 17? Do you think about my OG? Think about the stars in the sky. Funny how a melody sounds like a memory, like a soundtrack to a July Saturday night.
to save you, for he gave his only begotten Son. Whoever believes in him will be saved. He shall not perish. You will not be saved because of your good works. You will not be saved because of your good deeds. You are saved by Jesus Christ.
I'm a county jail revival. I'm a bottle in the Bible. I'm a rolling stone disciple with a cross across my face. I'm a trailer park tornado, jagged edges on my halo. Hope the chariot gon' swing low and carry me away. This little light of mine damn near burned me alive. Lord knows that mama tried, and I don't know if I'm halfway to heaven or halfway to hell. My angels and demons at war with myself. One foot in the fire and I still can't tell. Am I halfway to heaven, halfway to heaven or hell? I'm a dive boss undiscernment, holy water with my bourbon. Standing on the bridge I'm burning with a can of gasoline. Am I worth saving if I'm always faded? It feels like I'm caught in between. Halfway to heaven or halfway to hell. My angels and demons at war with myself. One foot in the fire and I still can't tell. Am I halfway to heaven, halfway to heaven or hell? This little light of mine damn near burned me alive. Lord knows that mama tried, and I don't know if I'm halfway to heaven or halfway to hell. My angels and demons at war with myself. Halfway to heaven or halfway to hell. My angels and demons at war with myself. One foot in the fire and I still can't tell. Am I halfway to heaven, halfway to heaven or hell? Halfway to heaven or hell?
Lost to the fiery lakes of hell, because once you believe, you have crossed over from death to life. So what are you waiting for? What will you do? We are told to simply repent and be baptized.
You were raised on an asphalt farm. Ain't never heard a rooster crow. Never walked barefoot by a river. Felt the mud up between your toes. You never rolled in the hay. You never thrown it in four-wheel. Climb up on in here, girl. Let me show you how country feels. Put your hair down, hair down. Get you some of this laid on back. Kick your shoes off, kick 'em off.
Welcome back to Lloydminster, folks. We just dropped the puck on the third period. Leafs on the power play to start. They are also down 1 goal against the Lloydminster Blazers. Baldwin centers that to Cole. Cole comes across. Here he comes up the left side. Oh, we got the buzzer going. Looks like they put 20 seconds on as opposed to 2 minutes, so we'll reset here. While we got a moment, I'll shout out to Nathan Smith, missing your color commentating today, but the boys are playing well. And Peter Anderst, standing in for him is Jeff Halawadia. Shots on goal as we start the period, 36-18, so the Blazers have doubled up on the Leafs. But the Leafs have had some grade A chances, looking to bury more of those in the third. It would appear that they run 15 seconds off the clock, so we're ready to go. 19:45 to go in the third period. Face off far side in the Blazers zone. Coaches having a discussion with the refs. In fact, the Leafs coaches had a lengthy conversation with the refs at the end of the second period. Let's see if the discussion can help the Leafs out in the third here. Baldwin gets the puck up to Cole. Cole comes up the right side into the Blazer zone. Streaks over the left, whiffs on the shot. He faked it. And then sent it back to Baldwin at the point, turned in front. And Duguay is able to find that through traffic and hang on with 19:17 left in the third period. Glitch. That is evidence of how bad the internet is here. Can't download the replay. 14 seconds left in the Leafs power play as the Blazers have just cleared the puck. Anderst setting that up for Baldwin. Baldwin gonna skate it out. Blazers just got the man back on as Baldwin gets it into the zone. Slides it up the boards to Roberts. Roberts to Rahal. Rahal at the point. Hangs on, flipped into traffic, bumped up to number 14 here is Kanashuk. Couldn't make it inside of Cole. Leafs coming up the right side. Baldwin chips it up to himself. Baldwin in front, fired off, and Black has the rebound, bounce off of him down low. In front for Baldwin. Baldwin fires that just wide of the far post. Black picks it up, kicks it back up the boards, and the Blazers gonna chip that out to the neutral zone. Rahal with it. Over to Shields. Sorry, that's Resler. Pardon me. Puck dumped into the Blazers zone. Up the boards for Black. Black takes that into the corner. He's bumped off the puck. Cut loose by Roberts. Blazers send that to the far side. Picked up by number 17, Schiller. Schiller sends that to the open ice. Roberts is going to get a hold of it. Dumps that into the Blazer zone. Sent down the ice. Comes to the stick of Resler. Resler setting up behind his own net. Takes the breakout out the middle. Shields lost it. Schiller picks it up. Halawadia stops that advance, but Schiller follows it up. There's a shot. It's off the... I think that was off the glove of Anderst. Puck on the far side. Puck chop down the ice. Arm of the linesman's up, so we do have an icing call here with 17:20 left in the third period. Face-off will be far side in the Leafs zone. Leafs just making sure they get the right bodies on. Gonna redo that draw. because it was a late change. Centerman replaced. Leafs win it though. Oh, stolen back by the Blazers. And Bent takes his man below the goal line, ties them up. Comes into the slot, put back to the point, knocked down by Flash. Flash turns, fires, knocked down by Shoemaker. Shoemaker on the far boards. Gets it out of the zone. Sacrificing the body to do so. Blazers put that to the near side. Put into the Leafs zone. Schiller and that was Weiss going at it. Put down low. Here's the Blazers. Centering pass broken up by the Leafs. Weiss throws that up the middle, held in by the Blazers. And Alan McNichol with it. Throws that in the corner. That's knocked down by Shoemaker. Still there. Shoemaker. Keeping it against the boards. Now they'll blow it down. Oh no, they're going to put some bodies into the box. Mr. Roberts showing his giveaway. Battling against Alan McNichol. They're both sent off for 2 minutes, plus a whistle. In the offensive zone, Blazers win it. Turn around, there's a shot by number 13, Edwards. That's blocked by Anderst. Puck in the near corner. Kelly picks it up for the Blazers. Hangs onto it, fired, sharp angle shot. That comes loose for Roberts. Roberts sends that to the far side. Rushing it down is Canal. Canal trying to drive it to the far side. Puck chopped off his stick by Wenkamp. Blazers pick up the puck again. Ooh, taking a spill right in front of the net is Edwards. Puck goes loose into the Blazers near corner, picked up by Smith. Smith goes to the far side. Centering pass, connects with Edwards. Edwards moves it up the near side. Shot out by Holowadiak, rubs him off the puck. Flipped to the outside by Resler. Here's Jafaris with it. Jafaris gets it up to Shields. Shields to Rahal. Gets that into the zone, then chipped off the puck. Holowadiak dumps that into the Blazers zone. Blazers get back. Fayad kicks it loose. Here's Rahal with a chance. Low shot. Fayad follows it up. It's on the goal line. And no. Duguay, spins around to find the puck. Keeps it out of the net. And a great chance for the Leafs. Just cut off by the Blazers goaltender. Drop down in the Blazers zone. They bring it out to center here. They're rushing up the ice. Caught. That's weak. Calling it holding. Resler's going to end up in the box. I think the ref already decided he was going to make that call even before the Leafs defenders got there. To me, it looks like they got back in front, just edged them out. Oh, I guess the left D was a little late to the party. Off the glove and in, and the Blazers make good on their power play. They score with 15-11 left in the third period. And what are they doing? Leafs just killed it off, and Resler on his way back to the bench drew another penalty. This one's unsportsmanlike. Put the Blazers right back on the power play. Adding insult to injury there. Blazers win the draw. Dump that into the Leafs zone. Cole's going to pick that up. Well, they just gave him a misconduct, so it's not a power play. But Resler will be in the box for a while. Is that his second 10-minute misconduct? Uh-oh. Blazers coming out of their zone. I think they called on the offside as the Blazers broke out of their zone. Whistle goes, the ref pointed to the blue line. And then the face-off is in the Leafs zone. Ref's still discussing it on the near side. Looks like they're gonna head to the benches for a moment. They're coming back over to the scorer's bench now. Resler looks like he's gonna head to the dressing room. It was his second 10-minute misconduct, so he is gone from the game. Leafs win the draw. Canal takes that in the near side. I'll have to go back to that face-off. I think the Leafs had one extra on the bench, or I mean on the ice. Because Black moved with urgency to get off the ice right after the puck dropped. Face-off near side in the Blazers zone. Leafs win it. Throw that to the near boards. Knocked down. Canal can't catch up to it. Over to Ben off a stick. Oh, and it bounces just wide. Shields off the glass, picked up by Canal. Canal trying to spin in the slot. That is chopped off his stick. Kept in by Weiss. Sends that down low. Blazers gonna get it this time all the way out to center. Cole picks up the puck. Gets to center, dumps that back in the Blazers zone. Put to the near side. Shields up, ends his man. Weiss puts that in front. Blazers clear that away. Can't get out of the zone though. Shields on the near side. Knocked down the zone. Over to the near side. Shields gonna pick up the puck. Nope, that was bent. Sorry. Gets it back to the point to Weiss. And Weiss looking for Cole. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Bent with it. Up to Cole. Cole coming up the right side. Cole absorbs check, reverse, in front. And that is gonna be chopped out to the neutral zone where Rowland picks it up. Near side for Canal. Canal will dump that deep into the Blazers zone. Blazers up on the near side. Centering pass chipped into the Leafs zone. Goudreau knocks that down, sends it to the far side. Turned around by Schiller. Leafs have it again. Then it's lost at center. Our Blazers coming up the near side. Here's a shot wide. Held on the far side by Flash. Shot directed towards the net. Sent over to the near boards. Nicky Fork with it. Low shot. Just missing the near side. Picked up behind the net by the Blazers. Sent down low. On the far side. Flash picks it up. Oh, that. They're going to blow that off. Knocked down by a high stick. No, now they're going to say it counts. What's going on here? The ref on the near side waved it off. talking at it, center. Talking over it at center. It is gonna be a good goal. Just a bouncy, fluky one, it appears. And the Blazers go up 5-2. Goal comes, 12:32 left in the third period. Halawadiak gets it up to Roberts. Roberts slides that into the Blazers zone. Black picks it up for the Leafs. Shot right on to Dengay. Puts the stick on that, directs that over to the near corner. Halawadiak keeps that in, only for a second. Here's Edwards coming into the Leafs zone. There's a shot, stick in the lane by Cole, and that ends up going out of play. Good defensive work by the Leafs D-man. We'll have a face-off near side in the Leafs zone with 12:04 left in the third period. Puck put back to the point. Blazers throw that in the near side. Battle for it below the net. Sent to the far side. Black's going to pick that up. Moves that down the ice. Icing called here with 11:49 to go in the third period. Face off far side and Leafs zone. Blazers win it, put it back to the point. Leafs get it back. Turned over at center. Coming up the right side. There's a shot by Kineshuk. Blocker saved by Anders. Comes back to the point. Smith, near side. Weiss picks up the loose puck. Tries to rush it up. Comes inside. And he's edged off the puck. Kept in, though, by Jafaris. Down low. Jafaris goes loose for Weiss. Weiss centers that. And in front, the Leafs whiff on it. Battle for it on the near boards. Comes loose. Ooh, just falls off of the stick of Jafaris. Weiss can't keep it in. Blazers coming back the other way with it. So that's stopped at the blue line by Roland. Still battle for it. It's moving towards the Leafs blue line. Now comes loose for Roland. Roland, far side for Weiss. Weiss looking for Canal. Canal chips that in, but can't keep control of it. And the Blazers are going to turn that up the ice. Wenkamp, the shot blocked. Comes back to Roland. Roland hard off the boards. Held in by Smith. In front, knocked down by Gaudreau. Gaudreau flips that to the outside for Shoemaker. Sorry, Baldwin. Puck stolen by Smith. Smith. Pass to Campbell. Campbell shot blocked in front by Roland. Comes back to the line. Leafs get it back. Gaudreau with it. 10 minutes to go in the third period. Bent tries to flip that to the outside. Lloyd definitely bringing more of the body this period, especially in the offensive zone. Roland with it. That is a trip. Leafs keep control, and now the whistle will go, and the Blazers, number 22, I think, will hit into the box. Sorry. Leafs will be on the power play with 9:41 to go in the third period. Was it Mac? Puck's dropped. Leafs win it. Baldwin. Far side for Shoemaker. It skips past him. Number 12. Wenkamp's going to pick that up. Cut off on the near side by Canal. Hits a man, goes to the far boards. Baldwin picks it up at center. Baldwin up to Shields. Shields gets into the zone. Centering pass broken up. Shields gets the puck back though. Hangs onto it. Blazers chip that into their own bench, and the whistle goes with 9:10 to go in the third period. Face off far side in the Blazers zone. Leafs come away with the puck. Shoemaker down to Shields. Skips past him. Up the boards. Blazers get a hold of it. Clear the zone. 1:10 left in the Leafs power play. Baldwin throws that to Cole. Cole doing the slow start. Now goes to the far side. Decides to reset. Flip to the open side. Blazers get it. Alan McNichols sends that down low. Now there's 45 seconds left in the Leafs power play with Baldwin handling the puck. Near side, Baldwin. Low shot, pad save by Duguay, and the Blazers will send that puck down the ice. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Cole with it. Cole picks up the puck behind his own net. 15 seconds left in the Leafs man advantage. Near side for Rahal. Rahal is going to rush it up. Get into the slot. And the puck chopped away out to center. The Blazers get the man on just as the Leafs are caught offside. We get a whistle with 7:38 left in the third period. Face-off won by the Blazers. Holowadiak throws that to the outside for Black. Black chips that looking for Roberts. That is broken up by the Blazers. Weiss follows it up. Weiss coming up the left wing. Into the Blazers zone. Shovel in front for Roberts. Roberts swept that back. Black couldn't catch up to it on the near post. Holowadiak keeps it in the zone. Gets to the Black. Black shovels that down into the slot. Blocked by number 12, Wenkamp, and the Blazers are out to the far side, crossing center. Drop pass from Smith. That hit a man, comes over to the near boards. Centering pass broken up by Rahal. Rahal with it. Holowadiak moves that up, and Wenkamp keeps that in for the Blazers. Roberts chips that down low. Centering pass. Here's the Blazers. Past that by Wenkamp. There's a shot. Anders with the save over to the near side. Purser tries to chip in front. That's blocked by the Leafs. Holowadiak with it now. Knocked down by the linesman at center. Wenkamp gets that. Dumps that back into the Leafs zone. Flipped up the far boards. Rolling with it. Throws that to the open side, looking for Jafaris, just out of his reach. Wenkamp dumps that back into the Leafs zone. 6 minutes to go in the third period. Centering pass, broken up by Shoemaker, gets it up to Fayad. Held in on the near side by Flash. Put down low for Inge. Pass back to the point, broken up by Fayad. He couldn't get it out though. Shot right on net, stick save Anders. Near side for Weiss. Forget keeps that in point. Oh, nice tip in front by Inge, but Anders able to spot that, and it's kicked to the far side. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Flash with it for the Blazers. Near side for Inge. Dumps that into the Leaf zone. Shoemaker there first. And he bounces it off the boards. Clear in the zone. Inge with it. Sends that back. Coming up the near side now is Schiller. Gets into the leave zone, crosses over to the far side. Shovel it in front. Cole got a stick on it, deflecting that wide. Inge sends that down low to Forget. Centering pass, right in front on the doorstep. Anders with the save, and it's going to be cleared away by the Leafs. Jafaris, he gets that out to center. Flash with it. Takes that in the right side into the Leaf zone, and then is met by Cole. Flash gets it back though. Now it's swept out by Jafaris. Forget with it. Bandits regain possession in their own zone. Sent down the ice, icing call, and we get a whistle with 4:23 to go in the period. Face off near side in the Bandits, or in the Blazers zone. Blazers win it. Take it out the far side. Cut off by Ben. Here come the Blazers. Oh, a nice move into the zone and a shot. Anders got the glove on that. Turned up the ice by Shields. Comes into the slot. Gaudreau's gonna flip that. Oh, it hit a man on the exit. Shields finds loose puck though. Bounces off the boards. Gets that to Canal. Canal by himself. Then tried to tap that going back great door and just missing that far post. Blazers chip that down the ice. It dies in the Leaf zone. Gaudreau picks it up. Blazers get it back into the slot. Here's a shot. Boom. And they make good on that one. Trailer on the play is number 18, Ryan Going. And the Blazers will go up 6-2. So the Leafs did an outstanding job sticking with the Blazers for the first two periods. Blazers finally crack it open in the third. Puck put towards the Blazers zone. Here's Rahal coming up the far side. Hangs onto it. In front. Black can get a stick on it. Rahal back to the point for Halawadiak. Throws out the far boards. Blazers pick that off. They're going to come up the ice with it. Kelly, far side. In comes Nicky Ford. Back to Kelly, and that is out of his reach. Down low for Nicky Ford. Back to the point. Shot wide by Forget. Put to the far side. Uh-oh. Battle for it. Down low. There's a big scrap going on behind the net there. So Rahal heads over to the bench. The Sinbin bench. Weiss will be in there too. Nicky Fork for the Blazers. Ref's talking it out. It's 2:51 left in the third period. They're going to take Weiss, show him the showers, same way with Nicky Fork. Rahal will remain in the penalty box. 4-minute penalty to Rahal. So the Leafs down one more D-man now. Puck's dropped in the Leaf zone. Kept in by Forget. Goes down low. Cole puts that hard off the glass. Held in by the Blazers. Blazers, number 18, going, picks it up on the far side. Centering pass broken up by the Leafs. That shot, Anders got just a piece of that. Shoemaker is going to take that, send it down the ice. Gay out to play. Blazers send that to the near side. Forget lost the puck. Roland takes it and fires that out of play, it would seem. Oh, we got a face-off will be just outside of the Leaf zone. Blazers win it, going. Sends that across to some Flash. Chopped off the puck, here comes Jaffers. Has space up the left side, low shot, stick saved, Gay. Blazers come across center with it, into the Leaf zone, past the near side to Inge. There's a shot, looking that short side wide. Comes back to the point, Flash just gonna keep that in, drives that in the corner, drops that pass back to Inge. Low. Gaudreau blocks the shot, comes over to the near side, back to the far side, into the slot. Polowadiak chops that back to line, Pulser puts that off of Roberts. Roberts trying to drag it out himself, gets there. Couldn't move it to the far side, but he does put it into the Blazers zone. Pass back, knocked down by Gaudreau. Roberts puts that up the near boards. Blazers receive the puck on the far side. Shot. Manners got a piece of that with the glove, comes off the glass, directed back towards the slot. Leafs put that down the ice. 50 seconds to go in the third period. Kelly with the puck for the Blazers. Black got a piece of that. It's turned over at center. Cole dumps that back in. Black cuts it off on the near side. Flips it out. Oh, looking for Shields, just out of his reach. 30 seconds to go in the game as Cole picks up the puck in his own zone. Fires it the length of the ice. Bandits come out the far side. Blazers come out the far side. And that missed pass ends up being an icing call with 11 seconds to go in the game. Shot wide by Baldwin. Canal tries to tap it back in. Ends up underneath the pads of Lengue. And the whistle goes with 4.5 seconds to go. puck's dropped, taken into the corner, and the buzzer goes. Blazers take this one away in the third period. Final score of 6-2. Next time the Leafs are on the ice will be Wednesday evening, where they are taking on Slopeside. The game will be at 8:15 from Millwoods against Innovation Physio. Working the camera this afternoon, Mr. Jeff Halawalia. My name is Curtis Bykowski. It's been a pleasure, folks. Drive safe, and we will see you Wednesday night. Have a good day.